Yes, so well, we came up with this idea, like to talk to ladies, to hear your, not just your opinions, but to learn about the challenges you're facing as migrant women, because we all are migrant women in whichever aspect. And I know there is a lot of challenges that we face, and as much as we all are a group and we support each other through the asylum process, but there is a lot that goes on minus the asylum process. So we want to find ways, because we well, the ladies actually who brought us to this idea are not here today, but we have a lot of our sisters who are going through a lot. The main reason we are here today is to come up here and share challenges and maybe come up with solutions. We want to talk about everything from menstruation to discrimination to, like, the gender inequality. We can talk about jobs, we can talk about your hair, anything, your skin, anything, like anything that has to do with a woman generally. So, well, we're going to start with an introduction. We're all going to introduce ourselves. Well, my name is Mibona Loza. I am Ugandan. I am a Muganda girl from Kampala Central. I have been in the UK for 6 years, coming to 6 years now. And it took me a long to get for my asylum process to come through, because we had that 2 years of COVID and all that. And another reason why it took long, because I did not share. So I waited for like 2 years until I shared with someone, and I got my response in 6 weeks. It was just that simple. So I managed to go to school as well. So I did a diploma in health and social care, and now I just joined university. I'm still doing I'm going to be doing a degree in health and social care still. Yeah, I have a daughter. I am a mother. I have a daughter. She is 13 years old, and I live in Southeast London.
My name is Susan, once again. I'm Ugandan from Central. I have 4 kids, all girls. I've been here for, I think, 4 months now. Yes, that's all I can say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you for sharing.
My name, I'm Pima Kosi. I'm Ugandan. I'm Ugandan by tribe from Central. I've been here for 4 years now in UK. Yeah, I'm a mother of 2 kids. They're all girls. Yeah, that's me.
Thank you so much. Hello everyone. My name is Amanda Kamanda, and I'm from Uganda as well. I'm from the west. The district is Kasese, and I've been in the UK for 2 years now, because October makes the 2 years. I came in October 2021 on a scholarship to do a master's degree in international development at University of Bath, and I finished the course, but I delayed to submit my application for asylum, because at some point I wasn't really sure if asylum was the thing I wanted. But due to a change of my circumstances, when I went to a beauty pageant, I made history, everything went viral, I leaked everywhere in the country, and people my name was all over, and going back was a threat. Like, for my own safety and security, I couldn't go back. So that's when I, made the bold decision and put in the paperwork to apply for asylum around June of last year. And the other thing about me is I'm transgender, and in other words, it means my gender identity is I affirm with being a woman, and I have been in this process now full time for the 2 years I've been in this country. I've been taking HRT. I'm on my waiting list to do my surgery, because there's a backlog of people during the COVID times and all that, and I was told to wait 5 years. Or if I don't want to wait 5 years, the other process would mean crowd fundraising, or doing it in a cheaper country like Turkey. So that's the other thing. What else? Yeah, the other things we'll share as we continue to interact with each other. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
My name is Mariam. I'm from Tanzania.
Nice to meet you, Maria.
I'm here now 15 years.
Hi everyone, I'm Mazi Sheila Mariam. I'm a Ugandan from Kampala. I'm a mother of a son who is 4 years. I came here in 3 months ago, so I've been here 3 months, and that's all. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for being here.
I'm called Tita Matovanisha. I'm from Uganda. I'm a mother of 2. I'm here for 2 months. I think 2 months back here in the UK. So,
My name is Rita. I'm from Uganda, Kampala. I've been here for 2 years. I'm still under Home Office Asylum. I'm a mother of 2. So nice to meet everyone.
My name is Nalwanga Lydia, Ugandan from Central Kampala. I'm a mother of 1 daughter, 13 years old. I've been in this country for 2 years. I'm still under Home Office as I'm waiting for my paperwork. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining us. It's just going to be about us being women. We just want to embrace that, like as on its own. Well, I've learned most of us we have kids and all that, so we just won't be sharing about anything. Because from my own personal experiences, I know one of the biggest challenges, not only we face, but a big majority face, but maybe women go through it differently, is mental health. And I think one of the reasons we don't actually ever talk about it is that we are unaware that we have it. You know what, if you're feeling like this, or if you're like this, or if you're like this, you're not just angry, you're not just upset, or you're not ill, or you're just struggling as a person. Everyone else can go through the same thing. It's temporary, you're going to be fine. Like, just create such spaces where you can just know you're going to call someone and talk to them. Yeah, so can you please share something with us? Or you need to introduce yourself?
Okay, have it introduce myself. Okay, my name is Bridget Nakayenga. I come from Kampala. I'm a mother of 3. I've been here for a year, and I'm happy to be part of this group.
Yes, so, if I don't mind anyone doing voluntarily, anyone can share. One of the common things, maybe you've heard of it, or you've experienced it as a person, or someone has gone through it, like a challenge that women face.
The challenge we go through sometimes is you understand, especially the support we even get from the Home Office is not enough for us to take care of ourselves as women. And like it or not, being a woman is expensive. You have to look after yourself, and like I said, things like even doing your own hair. The costs of doing hair in this country are expensive. Finding a person who does African hair, you'll be lucky to find one. So most of us either resort to wigs or simple hairstyles or something. Because in Uganda, if you want to do your hair, you can even change per month, per week, even do any styles you want. But here, maybe London is a bit multicultural and diverse, but there are areas outside London whereby the entire neighborhood is white. Finding an African hairdresser is even a blessing. And you're forced to learn to do your own hair yourself. You go on YouTube, you learn this is how they do it, Or even the basic things like a lotion, a perfume, what. Because where are you going to get the small things? Maybe you need even some money for pads or small things to look after yourself as a woman. Where is that money going to come from? And sometimes winter comes and you're in need of even mini supplements, vitamin D supplements. Where are you going to get the money for small things for nutritional care and support?
Let's share something. Let's share a challenge that but you know it mostly in my background. Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes you can do things which you don't want to do, but because of the situation you are passing through. Yeah.
The issue is, like, for example, I should say that everything is online. You know, we come back from home, whereby we find everything physical. Now it takes time for you to master everything, like getting this settled into the system. So if you don't get someone or a close friend or someone who has stayed in the country to guide you, even if when you have internet and everything, you cannot do anything. Me, it happened to me, I was in the form to fill. So, okay, I had an idea that I couldn't fill the form because I'd forgotten using the computer. I couldn't even put that, crop that document to put it somewhere to fill it and again send it back. So I had to look for someone to help me. Everything is online, so if you don't have an idea or anyone to help you, at times it delays everything. So that is also an issue. Like, we are not illiterate, but we are just backward in everything we are doing. It puts us far, like, you know, anything which is even small, like online banking, getting on the train station. Like, my first time to come here to Victoria, it wasn't so easy to switch with the trains, you know. Like, you don't know even how to read the map, you don't know to Google everything. For example, you want to open a bank account, you've got everything, but you cannot open it because you don't know what to do.
Yeah, but because DP's healthcare is very vital, you just walk in. You could move with the letter from home office if you don't have your card. The letters that home office gave you, you just go to a GP surgery within that address, around that address, you present that to them, they'll create for you. They'll definitely give you a GP. You don't need anything else, because sometimes they ask for a card and they disturb. At the moment you have the letter from home office, it can also help you.
Changing address.
Changing address, if anyone has a challenge with changing address, how to go about it, but we can always help and do that for you. If you have the other address you want to change to, make sure you have a copy of the ID of the new person and a letter from that person. Yes, a proof of address. You need to get a proof of address from that person, like a bill from the new address you want to go to, a copy of their identity, and a letter allowing you to use their address. So those are the 3 attachments they need.
There is access to even asylum seekers to learn these skills in many places, in all boroughs. You can always go and learn these skills free of charge. They don't even charge any money. They usually teach entry, I think entry level and level 1, math, English and ICT skills. So basically they teach you how to use like a computer in general, like, you know, how to write a message, write and send an email, open your stuff, copy and paste, and all these things.
And you can just walk into any library near you. All libraries have that information, and where you can access. You can get flyers from libraries, all libraries, main libraries in the areas where you stay. They have flyers that have information on where you can get access to those courses.
Some years back, it's 1 year back. I left home. I had issues behind. Things were not fine. Reaching here, I was after seeking asylum at the home office. There were issues. I had issues, my personal issues. I was so stressed, depressed, and almost traumatized. But within that situation, I lost like 10 kilos, but I could not tell anyone what I'm going through. But what I had to do, I had got my lawyer, she is called Nava. I called that lady. I told her that, oh, I really don't understand myself. I feel like I don't have a brain in me because I feel nothing in my head because maybe it was all about stress. I'm telling you, stress is a big issue. I reached an extent of losing even my periods. Maybe I thought it's menopause. I didn't even think about anything. So after explaining to my lawyer what I'm going through, she told me that there is a lady you need to talk to. She gave me an address. I called that lady. She's called Maggie. They do therapy. Try to counsel people who are going through difficult, more to women. I called her. I explained to her whatever I was going through. Remember, I'm seated at home, not working, thinking about home. Everything is on me. So I was really stressed. So she told me, I told her that maybe since I'm new, I can go to churches, maybe any church around me, but I don't know any other place. I didn't tell you where I stay. I stay in Portsmouth. So after telling me that, she told me that this week I want you to look for a church around you, go to the church, introduce yourself, and start gathering. I looked for the church. I didn't go. The other week she called, did you go to church? I said no, I didn't get a church. She was on me, she put a big pressure on me. I want you to find a church. Because she knew what I was going through. I told her everything. I reached an extent telling her that I'm no longer even going to the periods. She told me that is the issue. When you're so much stressed and traumatized, you end up losing your periods. So the other week, I looked for a church. I went. It was a church for Christians, born again. I went. I introduced myself. I started serving, going to the church every Sunday. But it changed my life. That I had a group of people. I made friends. We could talk this. We could exchange ideas. Work. We are not supposed to work, but at least someone could encourage you and you feel better. She makes you feel better. Since that time, after some period, after that gathering, the training was for almost two months. But after the training, I'm telling you, I went back to my periods. I put on weight. Weight is not good for me, but it came back. I started being me, but I started even feeling my brain because I could not feel it. I could not think, I could forget, I could even forget. Maybe sometimes I reached an extent of forgetting something that I've been eating food. After going somewhere, I eat food here, I don't come back to eat food because I've forgotten that I was eating food.
Yeah, I think what she's saying is real. I've gone through the same. And like, sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, like the same, like to me, as in I've been through a lot, as in more. But when I reached here, the situation became a little bit fair for me because I know I have this relief. So I had to regain my periods, I think in one day. Still, because when I reached, it kind of like, I found myself feeling like, I think now life is going to change or have a little bit, some little freedom now. So I regained my periods, but still after a while, after a month, I didn't get it. Why? Because my brain had to go back, thinking now what I've been going through, about my kids, how are they going to survive, you know? So the same thing had to come back. It came back to the same. So when she was sharing that I think it's because of stress, I think it is real. Yeah, because it has been a lot, which I can't share right now because it is more. Yeah, but thank you for sharing. But sometimes when you share, you get healed, you get some relief. Yeah, and I will request you to hold me with that number for that lady. Maybe she could be of some help to me as well. Maybe when you share. And we need some help, as in us who, especially us who are still new in the country. I think, to me, I thought it's just a thinking which came to me that maybe these guys don't take our appointments serious because maybe we are new, we are undermined, because when they hear Africa, you know, then it's just a thinking. I don't want to put it as an issue, but that's what I thought, you know, when you're stressed, everything that hits your mind, you're like, I think it's because I've tried to consult or to make an appointment with them, but I've not gotten any chance to speak to any medical personnel or to go to the surgery.
They have not called you in?
Not even one.
Did they give you an NHS number?
Not yet, of course. The fact that I'm here.
When you registered, you got an NHS number, but what you can do is you try to walk in and try to ask for an appointment on site and say you need to see a GP from the surgery.
There are also
they allow that.
Apart from the NHS, there are also other organizations.
Yeah.
There's lots of organizations who handle mental health apart from the NHS. So you can just easily call them if you're going through something. They're there to listen to you. It doesn't matter what time you call. Even if you feel a certain way, you just pick your phone, call them, just tell them, whatever you're going through. They will listen to you, they will counsel you, they will advise you. I know the NHS is like our first link where we think we should go to, but they have not been handling this issue in the right way.
If you have any sexual health issue, instead of waiting on a GP, you can make use of sexual clinics, like Dean Street Sexual Health Clinics. They are a lot easier to access, and they can easily sort out many of these maybe UTIs, infections, any illness related to sexual health. Most sexual health clinics can sort it out without having to go through the NHS.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking, because there's also doctors of the world. You know, has anyone been to doctors of the world? So they are just there they really help with their mental health. So sometimes even if you go to the NHS, they'll send you to these other people.
But the other thing, what the GPs have been doing these days, they've been sending out messages like to everyone who uses that GP surgery about the talking therapies. So it's so easy. You can just call them or go on the website in the area where your GP is and just book an appointment. They'll send you a form to fill. So when you're done with it, they'll get back to you like in 1 or 2 days, and then they'll talk to you. And you talk to them. You tell them whatever you want, and then they'll take an extra step, to see how they can help you better.
So I have the app, and when you download the app, you just put in your NHS details and your surgery. So what happens? You put in your symptoms and what you want them to do for you. Because in this country, it doesn't matter. It is not easy leaving your home and come to a foreign country and transition to something from 1 to 100. It is a process. I know some people are strong enough, but I don't know someone who is strong enough who does not really face that mental challenge. Because we leave things behind. We leave our families, we leave our friends, our jobs, our children. It is going to get to you whether you like it or not. but you just have to know how to get help and maybe meet and share with people who you can maybe share the same. You should maybe share. You're sharing the same experiences with. I remember when I had just come, I used to cry every day, and I was with my family, and there was a time I would cry every day. I would just be eating and then I would start. I didn't even have a pause. I would just start crying because I was missing my child and all that. And I kept telling me, come on, stop.
Another thing is, since we are women, we know that we are targeted in so many ways. We become victims of sexual abuse. Many women cannot define, they don't know that they have rights in this country. So even if someone is helping you and you don't feel that you want them in your life, they are not entitled to have you as and of when they want. It's your right to refuse, it's your right to accept. Only engage in something that you feel comfortable with. You're free to engage with someone only when you feel comfortable. Let it not be someone not put you on pressure to do something that you really don't want to do. Yes. Yeah, because they are helping you, we are vulnerable.
The vulnerability comes in, imagine you're not working.
Yes.
And sometimes it can also happen in situations whereby you even need the basic things. Deodorant toka waka ekizigo toyinayo biki ez'enviiri zikubanja ne shave yokka ez'enjala ogenda zijjawa shaving toyina enjala toyina za and then guess what, sometimes it also happens through these things of accommodation. And stuff in you're going to sleep there for free. Is he your own brother or he is hosting you for free?
Me, when I had just got here, every morning I would come out of the house. I would feel like the bus stop had shifted. Just the door and there. The next morning I would feel like the bus station has changed to another side. So I would feel so confused. I would feel like the world was rotating. Yeah. You know why you're in a situation where you don't even know where you're going. You don't know, you have to follow a map, you don't even know how to read a map. You're like, oh my God, I used to wake up in the morning and just get in the taxi and
what my rule number one is, I'm not gonna meet these people. Let me just take off my stress, you know. You get someone, I don't even give them my number. I just tell them, because when you're there, they'll tell you, please give us your number. Maybe we can WhatsApp or Telegram, whatever other things. I just tell them, you know, I don't have any of those. I'm just here. So this, I think, it's a bad thing. It's dangerous, but it's good. I can
That's what happened here.
I talk to you for my mental health. Like, almost to calm down, because you're not going to be calling Mabel all the time or calling Bridget all the time. I tell this and that. But I end up talking to people who don't even know me, and they're in different countries. Hi, how are you? Oh, what are you doing? This, they take your time, you know. But at least you have free Wi-Fi where you are. You have that whole time. So yes. So it's just if you can control yourself. Just don't meet these people, just chat with them, talk about everything, tell them maybe about your children or about this, because even them, they are interested in knowing, oh, this person is, because I don't even register with my real names. How would they even know me so much?
Yeah. So, and on the same point, you know, leave alone that there are those other people who target asylum seekers. Well,
this is why we have created this platform to share and come up with solutions as a group. Well, it's being hosted by me and Bridget, but we're not the smartest people there is. Yes. So we just want to share with you. I might also be going through something and I tell you, and you can advise me or counsel me or direct me to where I can get the right support. So that is how we're trying to make this, and we really want it to work, because I know there is a million problems women face. Men don't even face even as half of what we go through. Of course, they have their own ones, but I think we are more vulnerable in many ways. And yeah, so I think we're just going to try addressing some of these issues, share more, and help and support each other in whichever way we can. Yeah.
even these regular meetings are therapy, because some people are so lonely at home, they are so bored, they don't have people to talk to, and just coming out and speaking to others, speaking about your own problems, even listening to other people's stories is therapy. So
They
we want
call
to
it-
make use
They might
of that.
call it being a sadist. Na yolo mo wabelo ina. You might end up being a sadist, but if you're going through something, I think it's human nature. It is human nature. If you're going through something, and let's say your depression is like on 100%, and you have your problem, because your problem, you feel your problem is on 100%, and someone comes and shares, and you're like, they're in 120. I bet you yours is going to go down. Like, so that's you'll be like, oh well, you start feeling sorry for them, but you also have your own problems, right? So I just feel like talking about these things, because I know of all that, let's say, let me give it a 10. Of the 10 problems we all go through as migrant women, I bet you we share the 6. We share the 6 common problems. Employment, opening accounts, maps, travel, accommodation, missing our children, and mental health. Because you don't want to get out of this tunnel when you're damaged.
No.
You don't. Because you get out of this when you're damaged, when you can't, when you don't even recognize yourself, you're not that person you are. But you came here for, well, you didn't come for that. And another thing I would just want to maybe advise, personally, is patience. Well, I think that's what works for me. I know nothing is permanent. So even if I'm going through something terrible, something bad, I hold my breath and I'm like, it will pass, it will pass, it will pass, it will go. Because it's not going to stay. Because you look back, you see all the things you've been through, because we're adults. You've been through a lot of things, but right now, the worst thing that ever happened to you when you were in your 20s, when that day when you were like, thought like, oh, this is the end. It was not. You're here now, right? Yeah. So this too will also pass.
Got a visa, came to this
Yeah, you
country.
can.
Overcame poverty.
Yeah, it's well, good things are not easily attained. So,
Me, what I've been dealing with, like, dealing with how to deal with over expectation when you come to this country. Me, I've struggled with it a lot. Me, I thought when I leave Uganda like this, I get rich. And then when I got here, I was so disappointed, and then I got into depression. So dealing with that has been really, really hard. The minute you get like a job like this, and then they tell you they're going to pay you £8 or £10, you do the math, and you're already saying, if I get over £500 at the end of the week, I'll be like, the minute you start swiping the card here, zero. You end up with nothing.
we've heard from all of you and all the issues and all the challenges you are facing, and we're going to be communicating with you with the we're not geniuses. We're going to advise you where we can, and then we shall direct you to the right organizations or the right people who can support you in any other ways. But all I want you guys to know is like, we're here for you. You can always share with us.
Yeah, then to add on that, this is a women's platform. You could be having your friends who are women and going through different issues. We are open and welcoming to all women from different backgrounds. Some could even be already refugees, already settled citizens, but going through a lot as women. So we are open to all such women and we welcome all of them. So if you have a friend going through challenges, feel free to recommend them and let them join us in our next session.
Thank you so much. Hello, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Mabel.
I'm Bridget.
Yes, today we had our first workshop with our ladies group, and we really did hear a lot from everyone. There is a lot of challenges all the ladies are going through, and they all managed to share, because we're trying to create a safe space where they can share with us, and then we can direct them to the places where they can find the right support or advise them on how to manage or tackle the issues they are going through. I would say it was really successful, and we really have looked at a lot of things, and we'll be planning another one. But every time we'll be planning another one very soon, and we will let you know.
Yeah, we've been touched by different stories from the ladies that came over today. Many have been going through depression, and we've been happy for them to share with us. And many have been encouraged by the information from others. We look forward to having more groups and more people joining us for these sessions. And we shall be announcing our next session very soon.
Yes, well, just to highlight a bit on that, well, we are just not specifically trying to address one challenge, but everything in general. It could be your mental health, sexual health, like education, like migrating or transitioning into the society. And
yeah, it's quite unfortunate that even technology is a big issue. So many women are challenged by technology, and we've been able to share about different ways we can be able to help them. Some of them don't even know how to use basics like maps, and because we come from a very different society, it's a challenge that someone may easily not want to talk about because they feel they'll be laughed at. But it's a challenge, and we are happy to help in all ways.
yes, and I think this platform is a very, very good start, because you would not know someone is struggling whenever they get on a bus or a train. They get lost simply because they cannot use the maps, and we are here to provide such services and advise our members, and maybe refer them to people to the right places where they can get extra support and help. Yes, thank you so much for joining and listening to us. We'll be sharing more with you in the coming weeks. Bye-bye.
Bye.